What's up, guys? Happy Wednesdays. It's 4 o'clock. Let's take a look at what's going on in the market today. Wow. So the market was actually pretty red. VIX is up. What are things looking like? Everything's red across the board. The Dow Industrial is red. Nasdaq's down 1%. The S&P 500 is down almost 1%. It's a red week. But let's take a look at the market bubble. Let's see what's going on. Take two into active. Some of the gaming companies are coming back. It's kind of weird. Mineral companies are moving up today. Take two into active is up 6%. Electronic art is up 2% for the day. No reason whatsoever. While this whole time, Activision is still down at $82 for some reason. Procter Gamble is up 3% for the day. A lot of the consumer staple companies are doing pretty well. They're net positive for the day, most of them, between Walmart, P&G, Dollar General. Some of the banks are doing good. CME Group is also having a nice day. Let's see what's down today. Ford took a big dump today, $24 to $22. I think they might fill that gap near 22, so that's going to be interesting. Tesla, wow, lost $1,000. Finally under 1,000, 995. That's gonna be interesting. I do have some puts around $900. I don't think they're gonna hit, but it was just a lotto. If it does hit, that means that Tesla would do a head and shoulder setup, and that would be an interesting move there. We also have some of the home builders coming down today. Cruises are coming down a little bit today. It's about time. They've been running up way too much. U.S. Bancorp must have reported earnings and had a big drop. Oof. Semiconductors are starting to come down too as well. And they've been pretty resilient this whole time, so it's a little bit scary. What's up, RB Nico, man? How you doing? Microsoft had a pretty good move this morning, but then it didn't happen. It looked like it was gonna have a bull run this morning, but it couldn't reverse from there. But I was really blessed, man, because I actually swung some Microsoft from last week, and God, man, I got so lucky. I literally closed, I think, like 9:48. I checked my account. I was like, did my order close? Did my order close? And it did. GG, middle class America. GG. Hey, man, we're not dead yet. We're not doomed yet. Relax, relax, relax. The market will cover itself eventually. What's up, bros? I think I didn't really do much today, honestly. Been waiting for the market to play itself out, and we're under that 457 level that I'm looking at. So under that, it's kind of bearish, right? So just waiting for real direction to happen here, and we haven't really gotten like a real direction yet. Actually, no. I lie. I did pick up some positions. I picked up a bunch of Activision position yesterday, and I picked up some SGH today on that bottom around 61s. So those are two companies. I think even if we get a nice 10% correction, I think we'll be okay. So I believe. So these are some company that are reporting today, some that reported this morning. ASML had a good report, but guidance was a little bit weak because of the fire at the factory. So that could mess up the whole sector as well. A little scary there. And then after that we got AA. So let's check out that aluminum company, see how they report it. Let's check out SPY real quick. So they've been buying. They have been having some buying on the SPY. But looks like today was more selling than buying. Yesterday was more buying though. You're that who the market's damn near dead, I assume. Yeah, I mean I got a 61 and change. 62 and change is good too. I think we'll be okay. Hello, Bella. Was there any crazy news today? Actually I did see some vaccine news that I wasn't super happy about. I'm not sure if you guys saw that. There was some vaccine news that says that, oh, they found that the Pfizer vaccine was ineffective against the Omicron variant. And like that is usually not a good like usually they release good news that say, oh, the new vaccine is whooping all the variants ass, right? That's what they've been trying to say too, but now they're saying that the booster shot is not helping. So it's like, oh shoot, if it doesn't help, whoa, like what's it gonna do? So yeah, that's interesting perspective. What's up, Chris Sims? How you doing? So let's check out some of the earnings after hours. PAM Transportation reported earnings today. Q4 earnings per share is $2.85, up from 99 cents year over year. Sales is 213 million, up 131 million year over year. Wow. What were they trading at last year? $30. Transportation companies are killing it, man. So they engage in truckload, dry van, carrying, transporting general commodities. Very interesting stuff. I remember they did a split last year too, and I got into this company. And they're the same price that they kind of did the split at. See, they just talked about it here too. So during 2021, the company announced and completed 2-for-1 forward split in the form of 100% stock dividend, which is paid August 16, 2021. For July 30th, 2021. Blah blah blah. So that was last year, and I think the stock price came back to the same price it was last year. So last year it was like $30, right? I mean, it was $60. And they did a split, and it became 30. So now it's like 60 something dollars again. Crazy, man. But actually, that brings me to another topic. Last night I was actually thinking, because I know that there is a huge issue with the logistic issue in China right now, because they're now saying that the China lockdown is real, that quarantine is serious now, thanks to the article that Fiat World brought to us last week. And I looked further into it. I'm getting more articles from more reputable sources other than New York Post, because New York Post is kind of like clickbait, and they don't verify their sources much. So we saw some other sources that saying the quarantine is real. A lot of people are like really, really getting locked down and things like that. And what that's causing is also manufacturing to slow down, and loading and shipping logistic issues to backed up again. So I look further into that shipping industry as well. And some of the biggest cargo shipping companies, like, so some of the biggest cargo shipping companies are like Mazak, and you have like Everglade or Evergreen, like MSC, HMM, these companies, right? Those, they said apparently these guys are making dumb money. They're making so much money, but it's so hard to invest in them, man. Like these big companies, it's so hard to invest in them because they don't really have a stock like that. Two of them have a stock, but it's just like their company is very, very illiquid and very hard to get into. Yeah, that's one of the big ones that you can invest into, but they only have like penny stock. So the next best stock that I could find that was related to the industry was ZIM, which is supposed to be like an Israel integrated shipping service. And their price to sale is super low, only 0.87. That means the price of the stock is trading at only like, less than one time price to sale. Price to earnings is very low, like 2.2. But I mean, I guess the whole industry has always been super iffy as well, because the whole industry is shady. I talked about this in a previous stream before. But if you guys are ever interested in investing in that shipping sector, marine shipping, industrial sector, if you get a nice pullback here, that could be an interesting investment. For a thought. But yeah, I thought that might be something that like RB Nickel or some of you guys, other guys that are like long-term investors. Those are some interesting stuff there. What's up, RB? Oh no, Nasty Nate. What's up, man? You said you waited all day for this rug pull on Spy? Ooh, was it really that bad? It was a scam, kind of. Is he live? Does anybody have a link? Oh, he's talking about... Damn, they glitched my thing. I got the link here. I got you guys. You guys don't have volume, right? Just look at the girl here. Oh man. I'll give you guys summary. I got you guys. Said he said they just signed a legislation to attack the price manipulation and things like that. It's all a scam, they said. So Biden highlights Build Back Better's cut to cost of prescription drugs. Oh man, he's trying to kill the healthcare sector. That's probably what. Said they're working to fix supply chain issues. Talks like this is usually pretty ugly for healthcare sectors. Watching vaccine and COVID-19 testing names as Biden's speech highlights vaccination progress. Encourages booster, highlights free home test kits and purchase of Pfizer's antiviral pill. NASDAQ is officially in correction mode. I mean, it depends on how you look at it. You know, I talked a little bit about it on our Xtrade Twitter earlier this week. Let me see. So I always post my market outlook, so I posted it this week as well on what I think the direction of the market is going, and we'll see where that goes. Yo, I took a $150 COVID test today. That shit should be illegal. Hold up, what do you mean? How did you what do you mean you took 150? Like you pay 150 for the test, or they or you got a free test, or you got a bunch of tests worth $150? You pay $150 for the COVID test? Dude, where I'm getting COVID from hearing that, man. Where are you taking this test from, man? Jesus. That is crazy. That is crazy, man. That is crazy, man. That sounds like a scam. It sounds like scrumptious sandwich. Thanks for following, man. Hold up. Why did you need to take the test, man? Wow, man, that's crazy. You spent $150, dude. I would have gladly mailed you one from New York. I would have gladly mailed you one from New York next day shipping, to your house, man, in Cali for less than 50. Had to go into the office for work. I was out traveling. What if you went to the airport to get one? Or how aren't those express spa tests free? That's crazy, man. You have to present the negative test to go back to work. What's the situation with that? All right, let's check out some of the earnings from this morning. Just to be safe. Yo, man, I'm at the point right now where, like, if I suspect I have COVID, I either have COVID or I don't. Like, if I have COVID, there's no need for me to take another test. If I suspect I have COVID, there's no need for me to like waste money on another test, man. It's okay. Don't worry, man. More blood. Indeed. What's up, man? All right, let's take a look at some of the earnings. FUL also reported earnings today. They manufacture and sell adhesive, construction-related materials. Earnings per share is $1.09, beat estimate of 108. Sales is 892 million as well as 896. This is a 2% increase compared to last year, and 15% increase in revenue compared to last year. Stock price has appreciated a lot. Went from trading around 50s, 54s to 75s. So it's about $20 increase, $20 out of like 50 something dollars. That's about 20-30%. Guidance is pretty wide too. Looking to see earnings per share from $4 to $4.25 as opposed to $4.18. So they're not really sure what direction things are gonna be like. Yeah, this stock definitely ran reasonable enough. Let's see what else is reporting today. Kinder Morgan also reported as well. Largest midstream firm in North America. Earnings per share is 27 cents as opposed to 25 cents. Sales is 4.42 as opposed to 3.58. Well, that sounds like a really good number. Unchanged from last year. Sales is about 42% increase compared to last year. They said they're paying out a 27-cent dividend, 3% increase. Said they closed out 2021 as a record year, doing pretty good apparently, despite winter storm. This is the 25-year perspective for the company is looking bright as well. KMI President Kim Dang. They said the 22 outlook's looking good. Net income of 2.5 billion, dividend of 1.11. Wow. It's pretty good earnings. I'm up $800 on a correction day. Oh well. Good job, QZ, man. What'd you do? Did you end up closing those bad positions? Like, did you end up closing those high PE stocks? What do you guys think about rate hikes? We're going into recession in a year or two. Oh man, don't you use the R word here, man. We don't want to spread the FUD. I mean, I'll tell you what I think about rate hikes. I actually posted a video on Xtrades about rate hikes. I clipped it a while back. I think it's like a 40-minute clip, just little rant. But I don't think the interest rate things are gonna be sustainable because they said they want to do like we already priced in for three. We already priced in for 3 interest rate increase, right? For 2022. They said they might do a 4th interest rate increase, and then in addition to that, they might do the 4 interest rate increase, and then they say in a 2-year basis, they're looking to do at least 8 rate increases. So 8 of them would put us at 2% interest, and I don't think that's really possible, man. I don't think that's something that's going to be feasible, especially if we're going to go into recession. At the rate the economy is going right now, we haven't recovered yet. They know we haven't recovered, but at the same time, they know they should have raised the interest rate because they needed to do so, just to let people know that they could use it. Because if they didn't raise interest rate, the market would have kept going crazy. So this is good for the market. Long term, because it keeps things sustainable. Like inflation is good, but when inflation gets out of control, inflation is bad because you need the natural inflation of 2 to 3% to make prices go up over time and things like that, so companies can, gradually increase their price and make more money on earnings reports, right? But if you have prices go up like 10% to 30%, and companies can't adjust fast enough, they're gonna get hurt. So that's why, it's good. It's good to have rate increases and stuff to kind of stop the market from going so crazy and to slow down inflation, because apparently, apparently people are spending, apparently people are buying things like all over the place. I don't know how. I'm not buying things like all over the place, but apparently that's what's happening. I don't know who, man. I don't know who's buying stuff though. I don't know who's ODing like that. But the interest rate increase will also help the house prices drop a bit as well, because house prices are kind of crazy and they've been going up a lot, like 20-30%. It even gotten to the point where we have the housing. Some places might still be facing this housing frenzy where people are like, "Yo, I'll pay whatever. Just give me the house. Just give me the house." So there's also that as well. I got Strangle on 500 shares of Unity. I bought $100 put. It'll save me for now. Very nice. Congratulations, man. 5 puts. Yo, maybe Microsoft should buy out Unity as well, or somebody should buy them out. Did you guys talk about MS earnings? We could take a look at that. I'll take a look at that in a little bit. I got you. Hey, what's up, Len? The choppy market kills my swing calls. I feel you, man. Choppy market is rough for calls. That's why you should try to do calendars. If you do the calendar strategy, let me show you what I mean by that. So if you do the calendar strategy, right? What you're doing is you're selling one call. So like it depends on whatever you could be playing. You could play Netflix, you could be playing Microsoft. All you gotta do is you gotta sell the call for this week or next week. Like let's say for example you want to sell the calls for next week, and you think the stock is gonna recover to whatever price the week after. So let's say Netflix is at 515. Say I think it's gonna go to 550, right? If I want to buy a 550 call for next week, it's gonna cost me $9, and if I want to buy it for the week after, it's gonna cost me it's gonna cost me like $10, right? It's only $1 more, you know what I mean? But what I can do is instead of paying $10 or $9, I could sell the call for this week, then I can buy the call for next week, and I only have to pay the $1.50 difference. So I paid the $150 difference, which are $1.50 difference, right? And then when the stock moves in that range of 550 or what so, the closer it moves to that range, the more money I make. But if it goes over that range, that's when it starts to get dangerous. But that's why you want to pick a price target where you think it could hit. And once it hits that price target, that's when you want to exit. So Netflix looking pretty juicy, man. So if you're worried about choppy market, that's what you got to do. You got to buy something and sell something. It's like it's using collaterals to your advantage. All right, let's take a look at this other earnings. AA, vertically integrated aluminum company. Earnings per share is $2.50 as opposed to $1.96. Sales is $334 as opposed to $336. Missed that a little bit. EPS is huge increase, 860% compared to the same period last year. And sales is almost 40% increase compared to the same period last year. Where's the company trading at? $23. Oh my gosh. So, company trading at $23 the year before. The stock price has appreciated a lot. Almost like 200% at this point. 2-3 times, man. Apparently, there was a strike that reduced their per shipment by 5%. Yeah, these stocks are getting way too crazy. They said that then next quarter they're gonna make around the same money as this quarter. However, seasonally they're gonna get lower volume and higher maintenance and favorable annual turn up that do not occur in the first quarter. So in other words, the next quarter is not looking that good actually. United Airlines reported today. They did report. They are reported today. Let's see what they said. I think we also had AA this morning as well. Or is that tomorrow? That's tomorrow. No problem, man. I got you. So United Airlines earnings per share is negative $1.99 as opposed to negative 208. So they lost less money than analysts expected. Sales is 8.19 billion as opposed to 7.99 estimate. So that's a pretty good beat there in terms of sales. They said this is a 71% increase compared to last year when they were losing $7 per share during the same period. And sales is 140% increase compared to last year when they were only making $3.4 billion. Stock is down 1.8% after hours. Let's see what they said. So, despite the sharp spike in COVID-19 cases by the Omicron variant, despite near-term volatility, booking for spring travels and beyond remains strong apparently, which is why the spike has not altered the airline's confidence in 2023. Wow. They said no spike. The airline started 2022 with scale-back schedules, reflecting the impact of the Omicron spike on demand. However, as the year progresses, United expects to nimbly ramp up capacity by ungrounding 52 Pratt and Whitney power Boeing 777s as demand returns, which will yield improvement in the airline's gauge and aircraft utilization. The company expects this approach, which continues to prioritize matching capacity to demand, means that the airline will fly fewer available seats miles in 2022 than 2019. The CSMEX will decline significantly over the course of 2022. Most importantly, the 2022 trends will lay the groundwork for a successful execution of multi-year United next strategy and achievement of the financial targets of 2023. Honestly, they actually said that 2022 is going to be a pretty crap year. But they just started off saying that they think 2023 is going to be good. They said there's no change to the 2023 schedule. Like obviously no change, because it's too far ahead. You can't see the change coming yet. It's only the beginning of the year. For quarter 2021, capacity down 23% compared to 2019. So they're like 77% recover. Why don't they compare the 2019 numbers here? So revenue is down 25%, kind of close to the capacity in a way. So fuel price is approximately $2.41 per gallon. Like the 10% margins, pre-tax margins. Reported fourth quarter ending available liquidity of $20 billion. Huh? The company has more cash than the market cap. That's crazy. Just talking about a bunch of things they're doing. Yo, you guys want to care about a bullish narrative? Who is in need of a bullish narrative? Let me know. Let's look at the banks from this morning. MGM is also getting into sports betting. Oh my gosh. Who isn't getting into sports betting and online betting at this point? Jesus. All right, let's hear it. I got you guys. So, obviously, right now, the market is doom and gloom, right? Obviously, everybody and their mother is saying, market is in bearish territory, market is going down. Like, yeah, what's new, right? Market is going down. Like, that's what happened today. I know that. You know that. Market is red. What else is new, right? So we are seeing some redness. We are seeing the chopness to the downside. But we're also at the bottom of the support line there. And we have Netflix reporting tomorrow. I think that the only thing that can really carry the market at this point is if that, because right now we know that the tech sector is the weakest at this point. So I think the thing that can really carry the market at this point is gonna be Netflix again, because I remember this. I remember this scene before. I remember we had this issue before where, we thought that the market was gonna die. We thought we were in extremely bearish territory, and then next thing happens. Guess what? Netflix or whatever, other company comes in there and they report great earnings. But I think it's going to be even more than great earnings. I think what Netflix also needs to do at this point is they not only have to report great earnings. If Netflix does these two things, just these two things, right? I think we could really, really kill it. So the two things that Netflix needs to do is report a really good earnings, right? And reporting good earnings and reporting good good guidance. Now, in addition to Netflix reporting good earnings and good guidance, the next thing they need to do, I hope these guys are listening, man. Please, God, please, dear God, Netflix CEOs, please, dear God, please, dear God. The second thing, and which is the most important thing they need to do at this point, is do a stock split. Do a Netflix stock split. Please do like a 5-1, 3-1, 4-1, actually 4-1. Do a 4-1 or 5-1 stock split and that will rally the hell out of the market. I swear to God, man. If they say they're gonna do a 4-to-1 or 5-to-1 Netflix stock split, taking the price of Netflix from $500 to $100, everybody is gonna start buying Netflix shares, And when that happens, man, when everybody start buying the Netflix shares, and everybody and their mother is getting into tech, it's gonna carry the whole market. It's gonna carry the cues. Netflix is gonna see a huge 20% run up. In addition to the already good earnings, they're gonna go to 600 plus, and then everybody and their mother's gonna be like, buy Netflix, buy Netflix. Oh my God, tech is still alive. Buy Netflix. Because I've seen Apple done it before. I remember there were times when we thought Apple was bearish, or when we thought like Tesla was bearish, and then out of nowhere, man, these guys were like, "You guys thought we were bearish? Watch this. We're gonna do that stock split." So I think that can make it happen, man. I think if they can do those two things, good earnings, good guidance, and the second thing is stock splits, man, forget about it. You guys are gonna forget about this whole correction, bearish territory thingy majiggy. And then I think we can follow through with Tesla coming with the earnings as well. Now, I'm not saying this is exactly gonna happen. I'm just giving you guys the bullish narrative that you guys so dearly need. I'm just saying this is a possibility that could happen. So don't get don't go crazy, but just know that there's a possibility there. Know that there's a possibility there. So the next earnings after Netflix would be next week's, right? So next week we also have a bunch of earnings from IBM. IBM hasn't had good earnings, but we're gonna have Microsoft. We're gonna have Amex. We're gonna have 3M, and then we're gonna have Tesla, man. Tesla is another one next week. So on Wednesday, I think that is something that can carry the market because, look, if Tesla comes out and they say, hey, you guys think our price is too high, but look at what we've been doing. We've been doubling our delivery numbers year over year. We've been doubling, our production year over year. Opening 2 new factories, and they're still like not fully ready yet. They're not even producing at 100% capacity. Just imagine if our 2 factories are producing at 100% capacity. How ape would that be? Right? And then imagine they say something like that. People will go ape, and then Microsoft will be like, we're gonna get into the metaverse. Then you got Apple on Thursday. What can Apple say? I don't know. Maybe Apple will say, we're gonna get into the metaverse too. Gonna sell iPhones in the metaverse. And then everybody just go ape. But yeah, I hope that helps. I hope that calms your mind a little bit. I want to give you guys a little hope. Not everything is always doom and gloom. All right, let's check out from this morning. Let's look at MS. What do you guys think? You guys think those are possible? So MS reported earnings this morning. Earnings per share is $2.08 as opposed to $2. Sales is 14.5 billion as opposed to 14.77. Damn, every single bank is missing their their sales. It says this is an 8.3% increase compared to the same period last year, and 6.3% increase in sales compared to the same period last year. So the stock didn't move much today, just a lot of up and down. Let's see what their price was looking like compared to a year ago. $77. Stock is trading at 95 right now. 2 years ago, company was trading at 57. So it's possible. RP Nichols said, in this market, anything is possible, but that might be a little bit delusional for all to happen. Honestly, the possibility is there. They've written the possibility. They just have to follow through with it. But I think stock splits are really good for Netflix too. I mean, if I was Netflix, if I was working on Netflix, I would do a stock split, man, because why not, right? Like, it's like you're gonna dilute your shares. The original holders are gonna get more. Um, I mean, it can mess up some dynamics if some people sell and stuff. But other than that, I think it's overall good. It's just gonna get more, people to buy the stocks and the company, and they can raise more funds like that too. Think you should go to a million, like $1 million market cap. If Unity goes to $1 million market cap, oh my gosh, you would die, man. You don't want that. Yeah, financials are slowing down. The earnings been pretty flat here the last 2 quarters. 14.7. This is 14.5. So actually, this quarter they made less money than the last 2 quarters. So the banks are slowing down. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if they're taking cuts or losing some money here and there. State Street is actually doing pretty good still, but I think they also ran a lot. Oh no, they haven't. So we just have Procter Gamble from this morning. Had a good earnings, pretty good beat. And the stock ran a little bit, 156 to 160s. 2 years ago, the company was trading around 126. It's only 160 right now, so it didn't go up that much. What are they saying? 1.2% increase compared to last year, 6% increase in sale compared to last year. As expected, Procter & Gamble sales are usually pretty flat. This is what they said last year too. They said they're only going to expect to make like 5-6% year over year. That's why at this point, I remember picking some up over here in February when they came under their 2020 prices. That was a discount area. But now they're starting to get like pricey. Let's see. Then the other interesting thing that reported earnings today was ASML. They said net sales was 5 billion, net booking was 7 billion, 7.1 billion. Sales growth of around 20% expected for 2022. What's the company trading at compared to a year ago? 560s. What about 2 year basis? 100%. Oh. That kind of puts them around the price. Oh, they said the 20% sales growth increase is expected, is including the impact of the fire as well. So the fire didn't have significant impact. So full year 21 sales, full year 20 sales. Wow. Gross margins are going higher and higher. Net income's higher and higher too. So 2020 to 2021 was only 33% increase. The company increased like 100% in price. So ASML is a leading supplier to the semiconductor industry. The company provides chipmaker with hardware, software, and service to mass produce the patterns of microchips. Together with its partners, ASML drives the advancement of more affordable, more powerful, and energy efficient microchips. Hmm. So they grew 30% last year, and they grew another 20% from that 30%. Damn, the price seems all kind of the price of the stock looks really overpriced. Maybe the whole sector is really overpriced at this point. So Netflix is earning preview. So Netflix, they said Netflix bulls will hope to hear the company to announce they're not only beating the estimate, but also to provide positive guidance or forecast growth for the next quarter. New investors should note that sometimes it's not an earning beat or miss that mostly affects the price of stock, but the guidance of the forecast. So the last few quarters, the last 4 quarters, this was the estimate, $3. This was the beat, and then July 2021, this was the estimate at 3.15. They missed. They hit 2.97. So that was a contracting quarter decline. And then over here, November, they were expecting them to decline some more. But so they estimated them to make only around 2.56, and they actually reported 3.19 in earnings per share. So this quarter, what are we looking at? 0.82. So this quarter, they're only looking for them to make 0.82. Wow. So they're looking to see, like, this is supposed to be Netflix's weakest quarter yet. So that's gonna be interesting. Go is actually moving up a lot. Dollar index is moving down a little bit already, so we might see some weakness there, and strength from the market too. See how China is looking like. China's been pretty weak. Baba's been waiting to break out. MRK is consolidating again. Either we're gonna get the next leg up or next leg down at this point. XOM breaking out a little bit from that triple top. We're hitting this, that was a quad top at this point. Moving up a little bit more. Next resistance is 74.28 on XOM. Alibaba has been in this whole downtrend as well. Look at this whole like tech downtrend. They've been kind of doing, they've been just like seeing a lot of weakness. Every time it tried to move up, it's been moving down. So I think that unless we have a huge breakout above 150, you could just potentially see a chop there. There are a lot of talks from other people that are saying that, oh, we might see money rotate into the China category because they're so beat up, right? Like China stocks were $300, now they're $127. That's already, a huge like 50-60% correction on these tickers. So some people might be like that's a buying opportunity. So that's why. That's a good question. What's up, Toss? So I think Netflix recently announced the price hike. Does that provide any interference on the upcoming earnings? Yeah, that's going to be big because that price increase is going to allow Netflix to provide a very, very strong guidance. And it's going to allow them to, project that they're going to make more money. And then if their subscriber count and everything else is doing well and up as well, then the possibility is endless, right? So I think it's good. I think it's gonna affect the earnings, but I'm not sure. But I feel like there's a lot of pressure to keep them down or hold them back for some reason. Yo, you know what? Let's check out the flow. Let's see if there's any flow on there. So saw some Netflix puts being sold at 520, and the stock price was at 516 at that time. So they don't think it's gonna break under 520. A lot of weird stuff. I mean, there's also calls being swept that's closed. I mean, puts and calls being swept there too. It's all over the place, actually. There's also 520 calls for this week, $300,000 of it. 540 puts. I don't know. It's all over the place. No real direction here. Yeah, we should expect good direction for them. You know what? The chop is also good for the market, actually. You know how you guys hate the chop when the market doesn't move nowhere, and you think that that's painful. But believe it or not, that's actually really, really good. And I'll explain why. Because if the market just goes straight down, if we just like, you know, like push, just crater right through it in one day, like there are some days where we done that, where we just kept going straight down. If we do that a lot, then people are gonna get stopped out more, people are gonna lose more money. But if we chop around, it can, you know, that kind of chop can also give us opportunity to move back up as well. You know, it kind of like slowly brings the RSI all the way to the bottom here, and set us to curl back up. But we need better chop though. We need chop where we hold support line. So like we need it to kind of just move in a sustained range, like just like stay in this range over here like that. That would be good. So this is the kind of chop we need though. So kind of like how like this stock is doing, MRK, where it's just like staying in the small range. That's what we need to see a big move to the upside or downside. Netflix is also doing that a little bit, because Netflix is finding some support here at the 507 area, starting to see a little recovery and just chopping here. Could scalp it too tomorrow for day trades. Probably a good scalp. But I think that's pretty much it for today. It's 5 o'clock. We'll be back here tomorrow to take a look at Netflix, American Airlines, ISRG, also another big one. So we'll see how things play out, and hopefully that carries the market. We'll really find out the direction of the market tomorrow, in my opinion. Like after hours, we'll really figure out whether market is gonna kill us all, or market is gonna recover and save some of your calls, man. But good luck, guys. Thank you for stopping by and hang out, and have a good night.